Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jenny Thrasher and I am here today to commentate the very first time this event is being featured in the Olympics, the mixed team trap finals. So super exciting. We have a US team in the bronze medal match. So these athletes have qualified all day and now they are going to duke it out for bronze and the losing team will get fourth place. So fingers crossed for our American team. So if you are joining me and you would like to also follow along live, here's how you can do this. If you are in the US and you have access to NBC, you can go to the NBC video streaming website. So from there, you can watch the trap final as I talk about it. If you do not have access to that, and of course I can't stream that to you because that's illegal, but if you do not have access to that, you can go to the Olympics.com website, and there's no video, but you can see the scores at the same time as they pop up as I talk about them. So I'd recommend either of those, but no need if you don't feel like it and my voice is enough for you. So, all right, they just introduced the athletes and now they are about to get started. So, as they do, let me tell you a little bit about how this debut event works. So, mixed team trap. What happens is one male and one female from the same country are paired up as a team. Each country can have up to 2 teams. So, depending on how the years before the Olympics go with qualification, depends how many athletes qualify, etc. So anyway, the US got 2 teams qualified, which is awesome, and one of them has made it to the medal matches. So our team actually consists of Maddie Burnout and Brian Burrows. So we will talk about them later, but basically, one female, one male, they shoot together and their scores are always combined. So what happens is they shot today 3 rounds each, so 75 shots each, and their total score was out of 150 to qualify. So now that they have qualified there, and as we know, in trap, there are 5 stations these athletes shoot from, and at each station, they will shoot 5 shots per round, one at a time, right? So they'll shoot once at station 1, once at station 2, 3, 4, and then all the way back, and they'll go through that cycle 5 times, and that will equal 1 round. So, and they are shooting at targets that are going away from them, basically. So these targets are going to the left, straight away from them, and to the right from a bunker that is set down into the ground in front of them. And these targets are flying really fast, incredibly fast, like the speed of a car on the highway fast. So very impressive. In the qualification rounds, these athletes get 2 shots per target. In the final, they do not. They only get 1 shot per target. A difference from skeet is they are allowed to have the gun up in their shoulder before they yell for pull, but they have a very limited amount of time to get to the station, mount, and yell for pull. I believe it is 12 seconds. So what happens in this final is each person is going to shoot 25 shots. So basically it is a single round and there's 4 of them who are shooting this as they go on. So basically, you know, everyone will shoot once and then they'll all move stations and shoot again, and they'll go through the 5 stations 5 times. And then at the end of the day, each team scores out of 50, 25 shots per athlete, and whoever has the highest score wins the bronze medal. So that is my understanding. It's a brand new event, so hopefully we are right. So these athletes have started. They are on their 5th shot, basically, out of 25. So it's going to be a really, really fast-moving final. So I just wanted to introduce our teams. So obviously from the USA, we have Maddie Burnout, and she is 23 years old, and she is actually one of the athletes on the US team who really has not been shooting for very long, which is awesome to see kind of how fast she's risen. She made the team maybe as a little bit of a surprise, but has been doing very well by herself so far. And she actually won a silver at the Italy World Cup right before Tokyo. She unfortunately was 7th place in the individual competition, which means 1 place out of being in the finals, which is heartbreaking. Hopefully today she can get a little redemption. And Maddie is, oh, what was I gonna say? Yes. Oh, Maddie's teammate, Kaylee Browning, actually made the finals, had a very tough fight, and ended up taking silver, which was monumental for her too. So, very competitive women's trap team. We also have Brian Burrows, and he is an awesome guy. If you've ever met him, you know how great he is. He is 33 years old. This is his first Olympics. And his biggest win so far was actually in 2019 at the Pan American Games, which is the closest thing you're gonna get to the Olympics. It's just continental, where he won gold, which was awesome. I was there. It was really fun to see. Anyway, so yes, they are a team. And then our other team is actually from Slovakia. So we have Eric Varga. He is 45 years old, and this is his 4th Olympics, which just the longevity in shooting is so amazing. And then we have Zuzana Stefikova. So she is from Slovakia, and we watched her compete earlier in the women's trap event, where she actually took gold. She has an incredible story. So in 2008 in China, she came in 2nd. In 2012 in London, she came in 2nd. She did not go to Rio, and now in Tokyo 2021, gold medal. Was a very emotional and historic gold for her. So those are our 2 teams, and now they are shooting. So let's do a little score update. Right now, another interesting thing about the trap mix team is the coaches and the team can decide who goes first, which one of their athletes goes first, which is a little bit of strategy that plays into it. So I believe Brian is going first for the US. All right, so these athletes are on their 2nd round. On the first round of 5 shots, both Maddie and Eric had 5 clean. Both Brian and Zuzana missed one. So the teams were completely tied after that first set of 5. Remember, we have 5 sets of 5, and that's it, unless there's a shoot-off. But anyway, so they are on this 2nd set of 5 right now. Currently, USA is in the lead, although it's kind of too early to say anything for certain, but we definitely hope they can keep that lead. So, they are shooting. I am watching them on the screen. If you're just now joining me, NBC Olympic video live stream, or Olympics.com, which just has the scores and not a video. But it seems like they are, both of the American athletes seem very focused, and you know, they're kind of the young team comparatively, but they're also very experienced and just going to try to fight. Really, this is going to be an intense fight. I'm sure they're all nervous. You really don't compete in an Olympic final without being nervous. So, but that's not a bad thing necessarily. All right, as they continue shooting, it looks like a sunnier day today in Tokyo than it has been the last few days. It also does look a little bit windy, which is interesting because often the wind can make the targets fly even faster depending which way the wind is going, which can be definitely interesting for these athletes. So, all right, looks like Brian's doing a fair amount of visualization while the other athletes are shooting. He's definitely kind of got his hand up and kind of tracking where everything's going, which is probably a way for him to stay in the zone, which is a good thing. It also is very, very hot in Tokyo right now. So as you can imagine, Tokyo in the middle of the summer, very hot. but I have a feeling these athletes are all pretty acclimated to it by now. So yes, like I said, sunnier than usual, blue skies. Looks like they're still wearing the orange glasses we have seen from them in all of the finals so far, because the background in Tokyo is so green. But pretty much every finalist. Now I will say Maddie has more yellow colored glasses, but again, everyone's different, and maybe that is what her eyes see better with. So, all right, so they are done with their second round. They are moving on to their third round. Zuzana has missed 2 so far. Eric has missed 1, which totals 3 misses for that team. However, USA, Maddie has missed 1 and Brian has missed 1. So they are still in the lead by 1 hit. But honestly, out of 50 shots, the scores could stay exactly, and it could be a 1-point lead the whole time. It's trap is a very tight, like the margins are very, very tight. Another cool thing about this event, because it is debuting in Tokyo, this is the first time it's ever been competed in the Olympics. Everything that's shot today is basically an Olympic record. So whoever takes gold in the next, this is the bronze medal match, but in the gold medal match, whoever takes gold is going to set the Olympic record, which is very, very cool. And let's see what teams those are. Looking like Spain and San Marino. Alessandra from San Marino was in our women's trap final. We commentated earlier the week, so she is probably warmed up and ready to go for gold. So, all right. As they keep shooting, Zuzana misses another one. Ooh, unfortunate. Maddie also had a miss. So the score difference is the same. USA is still up by 1. Fingers crossed it stays that way. All right. Yes, these athletes look very focused. Maddie in particular, every time she shoots, it looks very intensely concentrated on the target, which is how you have to be, right? So, and this is the last event before these guys go home, so it would be really nice to have another medal. The USA is currently, correct me if I'm wrong, on top of the medal count for the shooting events with 5 medals, so 3 golds and 2 silvers. So silver in women's trap and mixed team air rifle, which is a brand new event. All of the mixed team events, trap, air rifle, and air pistol, are all brand new this year. And then golds in men's air rifle and men's and women's skeet. So a few more opportunities, few more matches left. So today, more than likely, I'll be commentating in a few hours the women's 3P small bore rifle event. So hopefully there, and then we also have men's 3P and rapid fire pistol after this. So. All right, they are shooting. It looks like all of them, well, especially the American team, are using towels. It is so hot there and so sweaty, and you do not want that to get in your way, right? So making sure your grip, making sure your cheek weld is consistent every single time. So, all right, scores are looking about the same, and we are now on our 4th round. Ooh, Maddie had 2 misses in a row after that, so she is down 4. Brian's looking a little confused. Okay, they're calling a timeout. So this is another interesting thing with the mixed team events. The coaches can call 1 timeout. So the U.S. shotgun coach, Jay Waldron, has called a timeout. He's talking to Maddie after her 2 misses, probably just reaffirming her. Hand on the shoulder of Brian. Okay. All right. Walking away, and now competition will resume. So, we will see. Hopefully these athletes have a great rebound after that. And again, they are down by 5 points. So they are at a total of 25 out of 30 shots shot so far. Oh, and Brian with a miss right after that. Let's see what Maddie does. Ah. A hit. Okay, all right. Hopefully these athletes are getting back on their feet. So now Slovakia has about a 2-target lead on them, and they will try to keep that up, and we will see what happens. We're about 2/3 of the way through this medal match, so things are not over, and this is the time when your grit as an athlete really comes out. So, all right, and the shooting happens so fast in shotgun. It always amazes me as a rifle shooter. Okay, Brian with a hit. Maddie's about to shoot right now. With a hit. Okay, they are back on track. And they each have about 8 shots to go of their 25. So, Eric is shooting. They put him up first for the Slovakian team. I'll be very curious to know what kind of the rationale of who shoots first, or if it really doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll be curious for that. So, anyway, 2 hits from the Slovakian team. Things stay similar, and Brian with another hit. All right. It's been really nice to see, even though there are no spectators allowed, domestic or international, there's been a lot of team support between the countries. You can often see a lot of like US athletes watching different events. I know the shotgun team got to come to the mixed team rifle final. Unfortunately right now, since women's rifle is going on at the same time, those athletes are watching that, and all the ski athletes have gone home. So not too many people in the crowd watching, but obviously your own event comes first. So you have to go to your own practices and your own matches before you can watch your teammates. But I'm sure these athletes feel well supported, and I'm sure their friends and family are staying up late and watching them at home too. So where I am in Colorado, it's about 11 p.m. right now, and we'll be up for a few more hours to commentate the women's 3P final. So, all right, Slovakia definitely seems warmed up. They have both been shooting really well on the last 10 shots especially, and USA also getting back into the groove of it. So, love to see it. And with this last shot, we are, another miss from Maddie. Bit of a rough final for her. Brian's shooting a good final. It's just, Brian and Eric are both shooting really good finals. Brian's down 2 targets out of 20. Eric's down 1 target out of 20. But the girls are struggling a little bit. So 5 shots remain. Hopefully it's a nice clean round from our US competitors. So, and it does look like the wind is varying quite a lot. There's some flags, like the Japanese flag, in the background that I can see, and sometimes it is just absolutely going, and sometimes it's more of a gentle breeze. So I wonder how much difficulty that is adding for these athletes right now, although they have trained a lot in these conditions. All right, and with 4 shots each to go, we are almost done with this medal match. So Eric with another miss is making it a little tighter. However, we're gonna need USA's gonna need a little more help to make it work. They are down 1 target, but each person only has 3 targets to go. So we're getting close to the end. My understanding is if they are tied at the end, we will go into a shoot-off. So we will see what happens. Okay, now this is interesting. Zuzana just had a miss. Now we are waiting for Maddie to shoot, and she Okay, so Susanna and Eric both had a miss, followed by a hit. Maddie is about to shoot right now, and she has... Okay, please load. So we are about one target behind, and each athlete has 2 shots to go. So a very tight final, not over yet, but Susanna with another miss. Okay. And Brian with a hit. All right, now we are really cooking. So if Maddie hits on this one, then we will be all tied up, and each athlete only has 1 shot to go, which is an insane amount of pressure for everyone to shoot 25 rounds and for it to literally come down to the last target. And we will see what happens. Okay, so Maddie with a hit. Eric, last shot, hit. Now we are waiting. We are on the final shot. Susanna with a miss, looking for our 2 American athletes to both have hits. And if so, Brian with a hit. Maddie's the last to shoot. All right, we are waiting right now for the score results. This is so exciting. Waiting for the score results. And we will keep waiting. All right, they are... It's hard because the video lags a little bit behind the actual scores, and then sometimes the actual scores lag too, so we're still waiting. I will refresh the page and make sure, but... Oh no! Maddie had a miss. We are into a shoot-off. Whew, okay. Let me pull up the rules for the shoot-off because this is uncharted territory for me anyway. Basically, what I think happens is the athletes will shoot, so they'll shoot like left from station 1 and then right from station 2 and then left from station 3 and right from station 4, and they'll basically alternate, and then it goes until someone misses. So I believe it is the first person who misses that is the thing. So, all right, I'm pulling up the rules right now so I can make sure I tell you guys correctly because, okay, so the, even though the scores from the qualification do not carry over, what happens is whatever place you qualify in determines who goes first for the shoot-off. So the highest ranking team will shoot first, and the team coach is going to designate if the male or female will shoot the first target. So on the screen right now, the jury members are explaining to the athletes what's going on and how the shoot-off is going to work. So my guess is Brian's going to shoot first. He had a really strong final. And then my guess would be Eric will also shoot first. So, yes. The athletes designated to shoot first must line up behind station 1 and shoot at a regular target. If the tie is not broken, the same procedure will continue on station 2 with the second member of the team shooting, and they will go on until it's over, basically. So this is exciting. USA could very well have a bronze medal very soon, or be in 4th place, which, as we know, is a heartbreaking place to be. So, all right, these athletes are lining up for the shoot-off right now. And I suspect the shoot-off will go fairly quickly, to be honest with you, especially if we're only waiting for one athlete to not have a hit. Like I said, these targets are flying very, very fast, and there is a lot of kind of nerves and pressure here getting to the very end of the final, and this is their very last day of competition. So looks like the jury member is still talking to these athletes and asking them who's going to go first. And I believe USA will shoot first based on their qualification round. So, oh, and I misspoke. Slovakia will shoot first based on their qualification round. So, Eric from Slovakia is going to be our first athlete up for the shoot-off. He's on station 1. He gets 1 shot. All right. And hit. You can see because there's a bright pink powder in these clays, so it's really easy to tell when there's a hit. They use that especially for finals. Okay, Brian from the USA is now up for his first shot. He has to hit for this to continue. All right. Mounting, pull, and hit. All right, now the girls are gonna go. All right, so on station 2, we're going to Zuzana. Zuzana has 3 Olympic medals, 1 gold. Oh my God, there is the biggest spider on my wall. Oh my God, I don't like spiders. Okay. Zuzana with a hit. Maddie is, oh my God. Maddie is up. Sorry, I did not mean to be distracted, but there is a gigantic spider. Luckily, it's on the far wall. Okay, Maddie is shooting right now. Fingers crossed. Hit. All right, back to the boys. Station 3, Eric is up first. A lot of athletes shoot really, really well under, oh my gosh, the spider disappeared. Well, that's not good. Where'd the spider go? Okay, I'm focused, I promise. All right, Eric is shooting. Oh. Okay, yeah, boys finished, girls finished, and now, well, Zuzana finished, and now Maddie is up. Taking some deep breaths. Good cheek weld. Looking to see. Hit for Maddie. All right. Oh my gosh. I believe Zuzana missed, and because Maddie hit, USA has just won the bronze medal. This is so exciting. On the screen, a lot of cheering and high fives going on. Maddie with an excellent hit under a lot of pressure. Amazing. Big hugs from the USA coach. Great. Bronze medal in the debut of a bronze medal for the USA in the debut of the mixed team trap event. That is amazing to see. Congratulations to Maddie and Brian, especially after Maddie was so close to the final in the women's individual event and just came 1 point out. This is such a great moment for her. All right, big smiles all around. And lots of celebration, photographers. Those athletes are about to be on a whirlwind media tour, so. All right, well, thank you to everyone for joining me for this mixed team final. Very eventful with the shoot-off and the bronze medal for the USA. That makes 6 total medals, which is super exciting because in 2016 we won 3. In 2012 we won 4, and in 2008 we actually won 6. So we are now tied for our most number of medals in the past few Olympics, and there's still 3 events left, so awesome. If any American makes the final in any of our last 3 events, which is men's and women's 3-piece small bore and rapid fire pistol, then I will be here commentating, and I hope you guys join me. So thank you, and if you don't already, please follow me on Instagram at Jenny Thrasher. Okay, bye now.